Hey there, Lindsay with Felt Flower Academy. Today I'm going to show you how you get the perfect shaped cut, precise, exact, without needing to use a Cricut or a die cutter. I use this method for letters, for numbers, for intricate details. And once I've created an arrangement and I want to be able to replicate it, this is the process that I use. Okay, so what you're going to need is a hot iron, dry, as hot as it can be, no water, and freezer paper. This is just freezer paper that I bought at my local grocery store. So you can tear this off and draw on it, trace things on this. But what I like to do is you can also buy freezer paper in 8.5 by 11 sheets that you can print on it. So if you know the exact shape you want, these are some giant leaves for a daffodil arrangement, you can buy freezer paper already cut in the right shape that is meant for your printer. I'll link to this below this video. I think a pack of 50 sheets runs around $8, $9. Really helpful if you're going to be using this method. So here I have printed out the shape I want onto this freezer paper, and I'm going to show you how this works. So the same process works whether you've printed it or you've simply hand drawn it on some freezer paper. If you are going to print on your freezer paper, keep in mind you want to print on the dull side. There's a dull side and a really shiny side that has a little bit of like a wax type material. This wax type material is what we're going to heat up and stick it onto the felt. So you don't want to print on that side. You want to print on the dull side. So I have printed this here, and now I'm going to take my dry hot iron and I'm going to iron over this. Okay, and I'm giving it a little bit of pressure. And you just want to iron this down. Now this is going to be waxy, so if you have some of this that's off of your felt, it may stick to your ironing material. It's fine, you can just peel it off. Okay, so this is now stuck on the felt. It's not coming off. I mean, it will come off, but it's on there for right now. So then what I do, notice I'm not cutting out the shapes from the freezer paper before I do this because I only want to cut once. But now I'm going to cut on the lines of my pattern here. Sorry, it's hard for me to do sideways. Kind of at an awkward angle. Let me cut this off. So do you see how I'm cutting right on the lines of my pattern? And I'm going to cut out the shape. Okay, and now all you do is you're going to, like a sticker, you're going to peel off the freezer paper from the felt. You can toss that away. And there you've got the exact shape you wanted. Such an easy trick to get exact shapes in your felt without needing to go and buy any fancy machinery. So leave a comment below if you have any questions. One thing to note, it's important to keep in mind if you have an inkjet or a laser jet printer, depending on which one you're using, the ink may smear on your iron. So if you're worried about it, put a piece of parchment paper in between the freezer paper and your iron and iron over the parchment paper. That will help protect your iron. If you want to learn more tips and tricks like this, follow along for more.